Capitol Records is more than just a record label. It's a cornerstone of music history. Since its founding in 1942, the label has been responsible for launching and shaping the careers of some of the most influential artists of all time. From the groundbreaking success of the Beatles' US releases to the sun-soaked harmonies of the Beach Boys and the powerhouse rock of Foo Fighters, Capitol has been at the forefront of popular music for over 8 decades. Founded by songwriter Johnny Mercer, businessman Glenn Wallix, and producer Buddy DeSilva, Capitol Records set out to revolutionize the music industry. With its innovative recording techniques and an eye for talent, the label quickly became a powerhouse. Early signings included Nat King Cole, Frank Sinatra, and Peggy Lee, establishing Capitol as a leader in jazz and pop. But the 1960s would take the label to unprecedented heights, with the arrival of a band that would change music forever: the Beatles. When Beatlemania swept across America, Capitol Records was the label responsible for bringing their music to U.S. audiences. Albums like Meet the Beatles and Rubber Soul became instant classics, cementing the label's place in rock history. At the same time, the Beach Boys were redefining American rock with their sun-soaked sound, culminating in Pet Sounds, one of the most influential albums of all time. Capitol was at the center of the Cultural Revolution, setting the stage for decades of musical evolution. As the industry changed, Capitol continued to adapt, signing artists who pushed boundaries and defined new sounds. The 1970s and 80s saw the label working with icons like Pink Floyd, Paul McCartney and Wings, and Steve Miller Band, expanding its reach into progressive rock, arena rock, and pop. In the 1990s and beyond, Capitol found success with alternative rock giants like Foo Fighters, who carried the label's rock legacy into the 21st century with a string of multi-platinum albums. The label's influence wasn't limited to rock and pop. Capitol has been home to legendary hip-hop and R&B artists, including MC Hammer, Beastie Boys, and Mary J. Blige. In the modern era, its roster continues to feature some of the biggest names in music, such as Katy Perry, Sam Smith, and Halsey, proving that Capitol remains as relevant as ever. One of the most iconic symbols of Capitol Records is its famous tower in Hollywood. Opened in 1956, the Capitol Records building is one of the most recognizable landmarks in the music industry. With its unique circular design resembling a stack of records, the building has been a recording hub for legends, featuring state-of-the-art studios that have hosted sessions for countless chart-topping albums. Through decades of change, Capitol Records has remained a dominant force in the music world. From pioneering rock and pop music to shaping the modern industry, the label's legacy is unmatched. With a history of working with some of the most important artists of all time, Capitol continues to define what it means to be a legendary record label.